perfect opportunity. It's really cold outside. It's about 20.8 here on the dial, and then I get to press mono. Now my new favourite technique is not a mono center. You do a mono mid-right, and you time slip microseconds on the right hand channel, and it feel pull apart, and it feels like the inside of your ears feel funny, and you keep doing that back to where it feels good, one-dimensional, and then you've got to find that one-dimensional sound. It's like a little pinpoint spot right there. And I also have fine-tune microseconds on the tweeter, and I can do that too until it gets fatter and thinner. And the way I can really double check is, because I'm using a mid-right position, anything that becomes more narrow actually goes left a bit. So if something starts to go out of whack, then it'll start to pull right again. And if it gets good, it's as far center as it's going to be. Because if you go too far again, then the other frequencies go to the right. So you're looking for that feeling where it's most centered to the center on a mid-right. And of course I have just a mono switch and mid-right pan. I can just do that. So I'd fine-tune the tweeters until it's tightest and over to the left a bit. Fine-tune the high mids. I pull it apart deliberately there, and then back to the middle. And when it's all in a tight little ball, then I undo, go back to stereo, recenter the power to the middle. So that was a quick rundown of that technique. And we're still at 21-ish. And I'm going to open all the windows and try and get some of that 10-degree air in here. See how fast we can get it down. Like that. And instead of waiting for it to drop in real time, we'll maybe speed the footage up or do a hard cut. So we've gone just about 2 and a bit degrees, 2.3. 2.3 degrees we've gone, and I've been listening to the centers. I haven't been adjusting any time slip. It seems still pretty tight in the center. I haven't done the full test yet. But just to be clear, I've got a manual time slip of a range of about plus or minus 400 microseconds, which is almost a millisecond. And I've got automatic time slip, and that's what I'm testing. So automatic time slip is adjusting via MIDI through this cable into like another one of these that's doubled up in the computer in the virtual world. So it's time slipping one whole side of the bank. There's like a 3-way speaker pod, 4-way, and they're all roughly the same distance, so that works. Technically you'd have a slightly long one for the bass, but it doesn't really matter because the wavelengths aren't really affected that much by the tiny amount of time. So everything's hunky-dory and everything's sounding centered, and I don't think we're going to get much lower than 18, even though it said it was like 13 outside. It's kind of a warm feeling radiating from all these surfaces in here. Let's see how we go anyway. Alright, so I'm going to conduct the test now. We've got a good 3 or so degrees. Switching to mono, panning to mid-right, and I'm just going to do master manual time slip until I hear that ball. We're starting from here. maybe there. Yeah, so it didn't move much. I could have been a bit more scientific and looked at the actual number on the computer, but this is just the first test. So it's holding quite well. Question is, how would it have went without the automatic? And so, yeah, you really got to design your experiments to double check them. But because I didn't have to move it, like normally 3 or 4 degrees, I would have to move that a dot in the old days when I didn't have that. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like it's working, and maybe when I do look at the numbers, I will look at adding an extra, 10% or whatever the strength is.
Arduino MIDI temperature. I made it, but I sold it.